This is gonna be an awesome, awesome match, dude.
Yeah, did we just cast 3 TVZs in a row? Wait, no, there was a Protoss.
There was a Protoss in the beginning, yeah. I was a little out of it in the beginning, so.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't here at the beginning, so you were a step ahead of me there. And you know what? TVZs are awesome. So, everything's awesome in StarCraft 2, so...
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Here we go, guys. The countdown is finishing up. We're getting into that loading screen. And thanks, everybody, for joining us here at IMBAtv, where everything is IMBA. I am MC Duffs, and with me is Antahara. And we're going to go ahead and go into this next game. It's going to be a ZVT. It's going to be Empire Hobot facing SDA. They spawn in close spawn distances again. As we've seen on Terminus Re here, we were on Terminus SE before, but this one is Re. Now, with that being said, Empire Hobot spawning down here in the 9 o'clock position as the red Zerg. And, dude, I keep on forgetting that overlay, guys. Sorry about that. With this red Zerg down here, he is... piloted by Empire Hobot, and I get out of my sync here. SDA is up here in the 12 o'clock position as the Blue Terran, and as the Blue Terran in the 12 o'clock position, SDA looks to try to silence the Zerg of Empire Hobot. And with that being said, why don't you go ahead and take it away, Antahara?
Yeah, so they've Terran and Zerg have reverse positions, and it's going to be interesting to see how Zerg plays. Empire Hobot is an amazing player. I've seen him play several times. We've casted him several times. I think we've casted SDA once or twice since I've joined the stream, and he's a pretty good player as well. I'm not really sure where he is on the ladder, but he's probably high masters. And what we might see, I think we're gonna get a lot of aggression from SDA early on. He's walling off. He's taking a natural wall off expansion. He's not gonna be walling off on his natural or going for an early command center, I think. And he's going for his gas at 13, so that's definitely not gonna be a very super duper early expansion. While Empire Hobot seems to be planning on getting his Nexus first, at least that's what I think so far. He seems to be saving up that money and waiting for that.
And look at the map awareness already out by Empire Hobot as he sent out that first drone, did a little bit of scouting, and has now finally moved that Overlord over to see the supply depot and the rack. So he is sending that. He did fix his scout drone and is now going up to punch the hell out of that SCV as it passes by. A little bit of bro fisting going down. Will he get that drone past that supply depot placement? Yes, he will. The supply depot is down. The conventional Terran wall-off is going down from SDA right now. He's getting out his first Marine as well. And here's the expansion from Empire Hobot, as well as the spawning pool and the extractor.
And the gas seal at the same time,
right,
man. He doesn't want to deal with any Banshees. SDI finally scouting Empire Hobot's base. He sees the expansion. So how does he react? He has a factory. That's a pretty normal Terran play, I guess. You don't expand when a Zerg expands. You try to kill him as fast as you can. At least that's what most people do on the ladder.
And Empire Hobot will have...
so annoying right now.
It will be taken out very soon, though. He does need a third Marine out there to successfully thwart the building of the extractor. So Empire Hobot can't let that extractor finish, or he will lose his that extractor just as it gets finished. Now taking a look at it, Empire Hobot going for a double queen right now, as well as getting those 2 Zerglings out, and he probably will take over some of these Xel'Naga watchtowers. A great way to spend 25 minerals at a time. A reactor core going down on the barracks here for SDA, and it looks like SDA is going to switch it off with that factory. So he's going for some Hellion play here against Empire Hobot, hoping to take out as many of those Zerglings as he possibly can by getting those Hellions out there.
Yeah, he's also going for a command center, and he's keeping that drone locked up in its place. But you know what? Empire Hobot knows what's coming because he's just scouted the front.
That's right.
And he's just harassing that supply depot, eating away at it very slowly, because one link can definitely destroy a supply depot at some point.
After about 20 years, yeah, I think that Ling can take out a supply depot. But those Hellions
but it gets roasted.
Yeah, they do get out there and do have Zergling for lunch. As we see that as Ling get roasted, we do see also the Roach Warren on the way out in the natural expansion for Empire Hobot, as well as a Spine Crawler on the way down. These Hellions are moving forward and has been seen by Empire Hobot because he did have that Zergling on that Xel'Naga Watchtower. 2 more Hellions are here to join the fray as these 4 Hellions triumphantly move forward to try to take out as many of these Zerglings and as many of these drones as they possibly can. We see some great Queen placement here from Empire Hobot.
Great everything placement, man. Look at those Lings spread out, the Spine Crawler, the Roach Warren. The only thing I find a bit weak about this is just he just showed that he's going for roaches, and I guess at his level it doesn't matter that much. Oh my god, those aliens actually do make him. They do a bit of damage. They're chasing down those drones. One of them falls and they decide to leave. But he's done a lot of damage there. It's 100 resources lost to 475, so that's a lot of damage done. Meanwhile, he's expanded and he's not going to be transferring drones, SCVs. He's just going to be building off a new supply of SCVs. He's getting more Marines because that's the answer to everything in life. And he's getting a siege tank as well.
Gotta pay your bills. Build more Marines. We see a couple of roaches pushing out now from Empire Hobot as he does take over the Xel'Naga Watchtower and is trying to do some damage to these Hellions. He will take out one of those. 2 of those Hellions go down. The 3rd one still just roaming around from SDA, and SDA does have a tank out now. Siege tank tech is on the way. Another siege tank will be out soon, as well as some more Marines as soon as he gets over his supply block issue, because he was a little bit supply blocked there.
Yeah.
And these Marines and tank move forward. These roaches are going to have to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, but they might take that Hellion if they want to. There goes a Hellion, but he loses Roach in the process. And you know what? Zerg is still behind. Empire Hobot is still behind in terms of minerals lost, and he's taking his 3rd right now, while SDA is still sitting on 2, and he's getting more Marines.
Yep, that's what it looks like. And a Baneling Nest is on the way out from Empire Hobot right now, as well as him having that lair tech finished. And look at this, the lower 3rd is going down for SDA as well. So keeping even with the expansions from Hobot.
Yeah, but in the income tab we see that they're equal in income, and that's pretty interesting. As a Zerg, you don't want to be there in terms of workers, because that means the mules will beat you out, which is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
A starport coming up, so does an engineering bay, a bunker as well, although I don't see the need at this moment. Those Lings are going to pick off those 3 Marines, but you know what? Another bunch of Marines is moving up. 2 siege tanks as well. Spine Crawler's going to be taken down, and those Marines are spread pretty well, and then they're bunched up again. Those siege tanks are going to be doing damage, and Empire Hobot is being very, very patient, and I love this play. However, that Queen does fall, and he's in bad shape right now.
I'd say so as well. He's trying to get more and more roaches out. He's trying to get a couple Banelings out as well. And look at this! Ooh. An attack from behind. Great play. Great freaking play from Empire Hobot. Takes out both those tanks. All these Marines go down from these roaches. He loses a few roaches in the fray, as well as loses a Queen and his Zerglings. But you know what, man? That was a fantastic play coming from behind, taking the advantage there. Great job. Great job.
Yeah, I know. Using the back door.
That's right. The back door is always a convenient place to use. We do see that there is a Spire on the way down from Empire Hobot right now.
And the medevac as well. And he's going to try to push, but that's a bad idea right now, because there's a siege tank sieged up there, and there's a 2nd siege tank that just popped out. And yeah, this is looking to be a very good game.
Definitely, that flank was quite awesome there from Hobot, but Hobot is starting to gain up resources on his lower 3rd. Not as fast as SDA has. SDA did quite a big transfer. Let's take a look at the unit counting station. 54 SCVs and 4 freaking mules out for SDA compared to the 54 drones that are out for Hobot. So Hobot falling behind in his income as it looks like he's about 600 to 700 behind per minute. Now Empire Hobot is getting a couple drones out as well as these roaches and Zerglings coming out to morph into Banelings right out in front of SDA's base. Now SDA is moving out a couple of these dropships as well as his Marines and everything. But those tanks, that tank is going to get dealt with from these Lings, and it looks like he's going to have to back off a little bit.
Yeah. 2 Banelings waddling back to the base.
Yep, they may not be penguins, but they definitely waddle. We are seeing that the level 1 flyer attack upgrade is going down right now, as well as burrow is finished. So these Banelings are burrowed down in the ground, being very aggressive landmines here, and making it kind of a trap. And now Empire Hobot is getting more and more of these Mutalisks out, getting more and more Banelings out on the field, and continuing to try to shape his army in the way he needs it to be. He's going to need to do some major aggression to limit the SCV numbers that are currently going down from SDA.
You know what? There are turrets everywhere there, except for that one factory that keeps getting delayed. More turrets being produced, and the Marines are trying to stop this, but those Mutas doing a bit of damage and then poking out, being themselves just like they always love to be. What do Mutas do other than try and destroy a Terran's base?
Well, they do a great job at harassment. Even if
I know. That's what they'll do, man. They're so annoying. I think Mutas are my most hated unit in the game.
Is that right?
Yep. So difficult to deal with them. Those Mutas do bunch up and they're gonna... Ooh! Marines everywhere, man. That's a bad idea, Mutas. And they do back off. Are there any more Mutas in production? No, but there are several roaches coming. Yeah, actually there's 1 Muta in production.
Well, we
2
do
more
have
Banelings being morphed.
We do have the answer to Mutas. The Thors are on their way out from SDA right now as he's producing tanks and Thors. These Mutalisks are going to poke right into this lower third. They're going to be able to take out this first turret and do a little bit of damage to that mineral line, and are going to ultimately have to back off because of the Marine aggression here. Tech Lab going down on this other factory, as well as upgrades for the shield or armor for the Marines. They are upgraded +1 on their attack, +2 of the attack is on the way, and we do have also the level 1 vehicle upgrade attack upgrade on the way down as well from SDA. Now take a look at this. Empire Hobot going for the Ninja expansion down at the 12 o'clock or down at the 6 o'clock position.
Yeah, I find that curious because I don't think he needs it. Oh my god, those landmines are going to be doing a lot of damage if SDA does step into them. SDA does scout that there's a force outside of his base. He thinks he can handle it, so he's going to pull back and push out with everything. And will those landmines be used? No! SDA seems to be skipping the landmines by just that much, man.
Yeah. Well,
and he's caught up on food because he was behind for a while, and the Thor is moving away from where it's supposed to be. Ooh.
Another expansion going down from Hobot right now, trying to get even more ahead as he continues to try to pump out these Mutalisks and Zerglings and Roaches. He's trying to contain, and look at that. Oh man, great freaking scan by SDA, saving a bunch of his Marines from certain doom as he did scan down and take out those burrowed down landmines. And here we go. Those Mutalisks are going right in on top of the Thors, trying to magic box them, but there's so many freaking Marines. These Marines are upgraded +2 on their attack. And I'd say,
oh my god, those Banelings are going to explode and take out a lot of those Marines. Sorry, man.
I don't think it was a bit, but it wasn't a lot because there's still a big grip of Marines moving forward right alongside of those tanks. These tanks aren't even sieging up. These Banelings that are morphing are going to get all taken out, and the Banelings go off right there, taking down half of those Marines, man.
But so many overlords dying.
That's right.
And at some point it's gonna hurt, man.
And it looks like it's starting to as it brings the Empire Hobot down a little bit. We are seeing Empire Hobot build more and more of those Zerglings. He is now supply blocked and getting Overlord taken out after Overlord. This is not looking good at all for Hobot. He moves up with all his Mutalisks and his Zerglings, trying to take out all the Thors that he can. He's not going to be able to do it. All the Mutalisks get taken out. All the Zerglings are being beaten to hell. And look at that. Holy crap. 1 health left for one of the Thors. The other Thor is 38 and the other one is 5. These Thors are all one shot away from being just destroyed. Some mules coming down from SDA right now doing some repairs on these Thors, trying to get